Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm coming to y'all with yet another video. It's been a long time since I posted on this channel, but I wanted to go ahead and show everybody how you could get proxies printed for whatever TCG you're playing. Now this video is going to be focusing on the Dragon Ball Z game, specifically the Score and Panini games, because that's what where my interest currently lies primarily, and where I've been designing a lot of proxy cards for. So the site I like to use is mythicblackcore.com. It is primarily a Magic the Gathering site, and all their custom card designer tools are tailored towards Magic, but there is a setting we can use for Dragon Ball, and I'm going to show you how it works. What's cool about this site is Magic cards are the exact same size and dimensions as Dragon Ball cards. Dragon Ball cards originally were printed on red core paper. These are printed on black core paper, much like what you're getting now from the Fan Z productions. The Chinese black core paper that Fan Z is using is very similar to what Mythic Black Core uses, so you're going to get a very similar card feel to the official cards and the Fan Z cards, and also very, very similar to the Score cards. So, first thing you need to do is come here and make yourself an account. You can already see I have one. And afterwards, you specifically want to click on Upload New Card. Now, before we can start having a lot of fun with our images themselves, we have to upload a card back, because the default card back here is going to be a Magic the Gathering card back. So, uploading this image now, you can see I have listed as card back 1. It is just the standard Dragon Ball Z card back, and we're going to go ahead and save it. Now, I already have it saved here as official card back, as you can see. So I'm not going to save this again, but you will want to click save, and I recommend putting an exclamation point at the beginning and then typing in card back or whatever you want to designate the card back as. That way it's the first thing on your list when you go to change the back of the card in the next section. So quickly to show you how this works, let's go ahead and select a card. I'll start with a Score Z proxy that I have made. So here we go. Or sorry, a Panini Z proxy that I have made, Fan Z in this case. This is Vegeta Redeemed. It's a proxy I made of level 4 Majin Vegeta to replace Majin Vegeta with Baby Vegeta. So here we want to, type in Vegeta Redeemed, and here I'll just put in, I'll call it Baby, just so I keep it separate from my others, and then send to uploads. So this will just take a second, and once it's been sent over to uploads, and the site's actually pretty quick. My Wi-Fi is really slow right now thanks to a lot of storming here. So, hope you don't mind that. But, now we want to click on Change Card Back by clicking here. And this takes just a second. And then select from the default back, which is a Magic back, to using the card back you want to use. So, official card back. Okay, and now our card will be printed with that Dragon Ball card back. Now, to show you prices, a non-foil is $1.50, and I'll show that to you. $1.50, and you do have to order at least $15 worth of cards to use the site, but that's pretty fair in my opinion. You can't expect them to ship out orders for $1. So, $1.50 for a non-foil, and then go back to my uploads. Wait for this to load. Now you have two foil options. The regular foil option is a metallic foil. And I do have to let you guys know that if you choose this option, your back will be foiled as well. So be sure you're playing with fairly opaque sleeves. This does have some interesting applications though, and you can see that costs $2.50. And then finally, they have the premium foil option. So we'll go back to my cards. Wait for it to load again, and then for premium foils, this is a rainbow holo foil, so kind of a pretty typical holographic that many trading cards use. And this is $5. Now the premium foils, or the rainbow foils, only foil the front side of the card, so you don't have to worry about your sleeves being super opaque that way. But you do actually lose out a little bit on a pretty cool idea about how you could save some money and maybe even some space. So let's say that you like to use a different, you like to switch between masteries. Well, you could upload, just pretend this Vegeta is one of the masteries, and then when you click change card back, you could select a different card. Let's just pretend that Android 18 is a mastery, and now you have Vegeta on one side, Android 18 on the other, or one mastery on one side, one mastery on the other. Or if you'd like to have different artworks for your personalities, or maybe you switch between different personalities in your stack. So, You know, for example, with Villain Vegeta, you might switch between Crown Prince and the original set Villain Vegeta. You could have one on one side and one on the other by simply selecting the other card, the other personality level 1, as the alternate back. So you can do some cool stuff that way. Non-foils will print same way on both sides. The regular foils will be metallic foil on both sides. Premium foils will only be the front side, as you can see here. So, yep. Now, I don't actually need this uploaded because I already have this uploaded, so I'm going to click delete here. But just to show you this does work with other types of Dragon Ball cards, I'll quickly come in here and I will show you some other proxies that I have done. And I will link down below where you can get access to all of the proxies that I make. So, and all the proxies I make are tailored for this site. You will want to kind of copy this image, this template, and use it. But you can see Super Saiyan 3 Goku from Score, you know, several hundred to several $1,000 card. If you own a legit one, you don't want to get it damaged, proxy it this way. If you don't own a legit one, this is a proxy-friendly game. You know, don't spend a lot of money on it, play the card that way. Let's see here. Another one, Goku's Blinding Strike. Another fairly expensive card. You can see, yep, proxy looks good. Now, what about if you play GT? No worries, I got you. Here's a GT card. We have Goku, the Invincible Super Saiyan 4. Works for GT cards just fine. You just will want to use a GT-style card back if you're not playing with super opaque sleeves. And then here we have Super Dragon Fist. So you can see this does work with a wide variety of cards. The only thing it's not going to work with very well are going to be your high-techs. Just because high-tech cards, it's a little tricky to get the border right. You can do it, but you'll have to fiddle with the template quite a bit to make sure it all turns out the way that you like. And then you'll want to come in here and choose the full bleed option. So, just to show you what the full bleed option looks like, let me select, go in here, go to, do I have any of these high-techs? I probably do. So, yeah, Gohan A New Hope. You can see how the card is going to be cut off if I just try to use the default image. So what you'd want to do is open this image in a new tab. It gives you just the border. Save that and fit your card to fit within the parameters to where it's not going to be cut off. And then everything that you see here that is a red outline, fill that with an extension of the card style. So basically take the edges and stretch them a little bit on those sides. That way you have a good bleed area. So, yeah, not very complicated. High techs get a little tricky, but for the most part, everything else works out just fine. If you try to put a high tech in a black border, it'll have a little black trim around it. That's honestly not too bad. I'm sure most people would be happy with that. But that is how you get custom Dragon Ball or any card game proxies made for your own personal use. And I'm uploading all of the FanZ stuff to my account right now, just so that way I have access to it at a moment's notice, which is pretty cool. Great way to save money and still have professional quality proxy cards for your gaming experience. So I hope this was helpful to someone out there. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, I will see you later. Peace and take care.